Real reasons Kofi Kingston replaced Mustafa Ali at Elimination Chamber. On SmackDown Live this week, WWE confirmed the news that had been speculated, which was that Mustafa Ali was not fit to compete this Sunday inside the Elimination Chamber for the WWE Championship. A series of nagging injuries, which are reported to date back to the Royal Rumble, had become an issue, and WWE's medical team is refusing to clear him, despite the fact that the company clearly has big hopes for Ali moving forward. However, when one door shuts, another one opens, and taking his place will be WWE veteran and New Day member Kofi Kingston, a man who can always be relied upon to have a fantastic match, which he proved on SmackDown this week. Kingston ran the gauntlet on SmackDown and put in an incredible showing, defeating Jeff Hardy, Samoa Joe, and even WWE Champion Bryan in an incredible 60-minute performance that earned him a standing ovation after he finally defeated by AJ Styles. While Kingston certainly proved he belonged in the same company as the likes of Samoa Joe and Randy Orton, what were the real reasons that WWE decided to choose him over others on the WWE roster? Adding a top babyface. One of the main reasons for choosing Kingston is that he's incredibly well liked by the WWE universe and therefore could be a straight swap for Mustafa Ali, who has also won over the fans with his personality and terrific in-ring talent. WWE only has two other babyfaces in the match, with AJ Styles and Jeff Hardy, and therefore adding another heel might have made the dynamic a little difficult given the setup of the match, as it could have led to multiple heels working at the same time. Instead, it made more sense to put in another babyface who could go against the three heels while also being able to mix it up against Hardy and Styles, especially because of how beloved he is by the wrestling fans. Another high flyer. In the similar reason to the previous, another reason that Kofi Kingston was a smart choice is that he's a similar in-ring style to Mustafa Ali. There's only really Rey Mysterio on the babyface side that can do the high-flying style that Ali is known for, other than Kingston, and therefore WWE opted for the New Day member. WWE is always keen to push the popular trio as they are big merchandise sellers within the company, and given that Kingston's the best out of the three in terms of high-flying wrestling, he was a sensible decision, teasing a future world title run. Another reason that Kofi Kingston was chosen is because WWE is likely looking to test the waters at how the WWE universe would react if they push Kingston as a legitimate threat for the WWE Championship at some point in the near future. New Day's Big E and Xavier Woods have often claimed that their biggest goal in WWE is to make sure Kingston gets a world championship run, and it's something that fans have been calling for, and something he certainly deserves. There's no doubt Kingston's talented enough to carry main event matches, and with the rest of the New Day by his side, the trio are certainly entertaining and popular enough to be given the prestigious opportunity. Considering how big of a response he got this week on SmackDown, you can expect another great showing from him inside the Elimination Chamber. And while he might fall just short this Sunday, this little experiment that was never expected to begin with might end up becoming a much bigger deal down the line. Mustafa Ali's injury. Despite all the other reasons why WWE actually chose Kofi Kingston to be the man to replace Mustafa Ali, the fact remains that this is only happening because the former 205 Live superstar is injured. This isn't an example of WWE making up storylines simply to suit its own ideas. Ali's legitimately banged up after putting his body on the line so badly since getting the call up to SmackDown, proving just how much he wants to impress. While this is likely a big disappointment for him right now, the fact he has been pulled from the match isn't a total bust, as it sets up three possible feuds for him when he returns due to how storylines have been played out lately. Number 1. Samoa Joe. One of Mustafa Ali's first big rivals on SmackDown Live was Samoa Joe, with the former NXT champion taking exception to the fact that Ali thinks he belongs at the top of SmackDown, and that Joe is willing to take out anyone who'll get in his way to become WWE champion. The two men seem destined to start a mini feud heading to the chamber, especially since it was Ali who eliminated Joe from the Royal Rumble earlier this year, with Joe getting incredibly violent with Mustafa Ali in the recent weeks prior to the match. Joe's aggressive nature has put men on the shelf before, and therefore he could be someone that WWE looks to blame in terms of storyline for when Ali is cleared to make his return to action. Number 2. Randy Orton. Another man that Ali had a story to tell with inside the Royal Rumble was Randy Orton, as the two men put on a fantastic match just last week on SmackDown Live, with the Viper coming out on top. However, the big talking point after the match was Ali's fantastic heart and desire that he showed, as well as the huge black eye that quickly popped up following a kick to the face from the WWE veteran. Because Ali was visibly scared from the situation, sharing images to his social media and still showing the bruises during his video package this week, that's an obvious angle to take when he comes back. Number 3. Eric Rowan and Bryan. The third and final option for Ali when he returns will be for him to feud with the WWE Champion himself, possibly even earning a title shot at Fastlane if Bryan's the man to walk out of the chamber with the title. Bryan may need a filler match between the Elimination Chamber and Fastlane, and Mustafa Ali getting that big shot could be the perfect candidate, as the two have put on excellent matches in the past. Because WWE made a big deal out of Rowan's impact last week, where he picked Ali up by the head and dropped him onto the announcer's table, that could be the hook that sees Ali earn the title shot he never got in the chamber.